The Hamas-Israel war unfolded unexpectedly with horrific results on October 7th. Several thousand Hamas terrorists poured across Israel's border with the Gaza Strip. And before the day of carnage was over, Hamas terrorists had raped, beheaded, burned, and murdered more than 1,200 Israelis and others, and took 239 hostages to Gaza.
The prevailing assumption in the Israeli military and intelligence establishment on October 6th was that Hamas was no longer eager to invite disastrous wars upon Gaza, and that Hamas was more interested in providing for the population that it controlled, that it was pivoting toward governance.
There was an understanding on Hamas side and Iran and Hezbollah on the 7th of October, looking at the year that passed, that Israel is torn apart, the society is struggling, the political system is not functioning, there is insubordination in the army, and the Air Force is maybe not functioning.
Hamas interpreted the anti-government demonstrations as a serious weakness of Israeli society. And they might have very well interpreted this as, okay, the Israeli resolve is now weakened, and therefore this is our chance to do something big.
Hamas did this because it was trying to put a halt, if not reverse, the process of Israel's integration in the region more generally, and probably the potential negotiation towards some kind of normalization with Saudi Arabia specifically. And they were trying to bring the Palestinian issue back to the attention of the region and really the world.
There were 5,200 Palestinian prisoners at the beginning, October 7th. They saw this as a way of taking a large number of hostages that they could swap for prisoners, burnish their credentials vis-a-vis the PA, and kill as many Israelis as possible, and therefore demonstrate that the path of resistance and jihad, and not accommodation or collaboration, was the way forward for the Palestinians.
Terrorists know they can't win in a direct confrontation with the state of Israel. They have two objectives. One is to demoralize the Israeli public, to make them feel that life in Israel isn't worth living. And the second is to try and drag other actors in to make it a multi-front conflict for Israel.
They wanted two things. One is to actually deal a heavy punishment on Israel. This was supposed to deal a blow, but their policy, their ideology is also to wage a war of attrition against Israel, to bleed Israel, to bring Israel to its knees, and then bring about an Islamic state in Palestine.